Cancer. This is going to be your first 20 for March 2020. We're going to start with 5 cards and then go from there. What's going on with Cancer's March in the first 20 days? Okay, I'm seeing in your recent past you've had a lot of messaging going on, a lot of soul searching. You've been looking inside of yourself to see why it is that your emotions have been closed off for so long when you've been trying to look for some mutual stability in connections. You're really going deep inside of yourself and trying to examine your depression, and you're seeing that maybe life isn't what I thought it was. I'm seeing that you've been talking to a lot of people, trying to go anywhere you can to find some kind of spiritual fulfillment with the Eight of Wands in your recent past. And I'm seeing that right now it may be that you're possibly having a lot of arguments and fights with people who are constantly showing you that they may not have your best interest at heart. It seems that people may be trying to tell you what's important, and it's their way or the highway. You may feel pushed around in some certain situations in your life. Your present energy right now is all jumbled up. You don't know whether to go here or there. It seems that you just have too many places you can run to, and you don't even know. You're indecisive about what may be in your best interest. It seems that you're trying to nourish yourself with maybe things that feel good. I'm feeling like in March you may have a lot of confusion and indecisiveness when it comes to maybe your romantic options, as usual, Cancer. The advice for you here is to go after what you want instead of sitting around and waiting for it to happen. Could also be that maybe your investments are not paying off, and that you want to just see what's out there in a new time. It may be that maybe you weren't getting a return on a certain investment, and now it's time for you to move on. But in your outcome, it seems that you still may end up confused about your options or your emotional fulfillment, the direction that you want to take your emotional life in. Clarify the Seven of Cups. What would Cancer be confused about? Let me see 3 cards. Death reverse, 6 of Pentacles reverse. Okay, one more card. I'm seeing that you just don't want to change. You never want to give up these options that you have. And I'm seeing that you don't want to give or take to anyone. You don't want anyone's give or take. You don't want anyone's charity. You just want to be left alone. You're keeping your eyes peeled for any immaturity and fishy kind of messages. You're not taking any shit, but unfortunately it seems with the Death card in reverse, the Death card in reverse is not a good thing, okay? It's a no card. I mean, Death upright is a no card, but Death always brings up your new life, you know? It's going to get you to the next step. Without that, you can't ever really expand or go towards your abundance, because if you're not changing, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're just dying, right? That's in my words. So clarify the Death in reverse. What's Cancer not changing so far in March? What do they need help with changing? Clarify that. Clarify Death reverse. The Hermit upright, the call to spirituality. It seems that something that's nagging you in the back of your head is keeping you depressed, but you're going inside of yourself, and you've been conflicted with that recently. That's why you feel Death reverse. See, when I usually see Death reverse, that's telling me that the person that got Death reverse is aware of the change that they need to make. It's just that it would call for action, right? Finally, like, the thing is, right, when you're going to make that change, which is your death, you kinda you kind of just gotta do it. There's no real emotional switch. It's a switch for your emotions to go off in that second and just take an action that maybe your intuition will pull you towards if it's a positive one. Like if you always like if making mistakes is like a frequent thing for you, maybe you should take that as a sign that you may need to think a little bit more about the consequence of the action. Clarify the Hermit reverse. How can Cancer get help with this spiritual kind of path? The spiritual path. How can Cancer? King of Wands reverse. I'm seeing that maybe you need to do more planning. Yeah, same thing I was saying a little earlier. I'm seeing that you may need to take decisions a little slower. Don't be as reckless as you once were. It seems that maybe you have a big ego and that's taking you places where that always leave you hurt. I'm seeing it that it's a constant lack of planning and avoiding your inner voice that leaves you feeling disappointed, and then you always look towards the past. You get caught between looking only at the past and looking a little hopeful at the future. Okay, let's go around again. Let's get a deeper reading for your March, verse 20. You're hard at work, Cancer. This is currently the only thing keeping your life going, it feels like. And you're feeling better about it. What's crossing you is that you wish your manifesting ability went better. You know, Magician crossing the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you're at work right now daydreaming about maybe a single Aries. You're at work daydreaming about a new chapter in your life. Seeing things change and evolve. And you've been recently seeing that happen, but it seems that you're still paralyzed in fear about something. You have doubts about a new phase in your life, a new chapter. You don't want to lose what's familiar to you, but I'm seeing that you're having a real problem with that. And it could be that you're going through a breakup right now. Man, this card even went under the chair. You're going through some kind of breakup or shakeup in your recent past, in your home life. Four of Wands reversed. I'm seeing that this is the main focus of your change, but you're unable to let this person go. Death reverse. Again, coming down on your focus. Your focus is that you're disappointed that you can't change. You just can't change. You don't see any... Wow, you can't make this up. You don't see any rhyme or reason of how to even get started changing. You feel like destiny is against you. You feel like hopeless. Completely paralyzed by fear and hopelessness. Why? Clarify the Star reverse for my Cancer. Because you feel like people have made up their mind about you. The Lovers reverse. You're feeling that maybe people are too conclusive about you. People wrote you off and you're feeling abandoned. Clarify the Lovers reverse, but you're still having some kind of clingy nature about it. Four of Pentacles, you're just grasping onto whatever you have with dear life, but when you do that, life actually passes you by. You don't know that, but that's true. Take that, quote me on that. I don't care if you guys upload it on YouTube a billion times. I wouldn't mind that. Seven of Wands upright in your near future. Yep, you're gonna be very defensive and closed off to people. You're not even gonna fucking care, and you're not even gonna worry about their words. You're just gonna avoid people and avoid their points. Even if their criticisms could help your life, you may even just start to avoid that. What you think of yourself is that, you know what, I used to be this kind of way. I used to be this kind of mean way. I used to be this kind of aggressive, intellectual. I don't hold my tongue for no one, but it seems like you're gonna keep the attitude on the inside, but you're gonna just be quiet about it. Clarify the Knight of Swords. But you're going to become more truthful. It seems that maybe you're going to tell the truth to someone who's upset with you. It could also be that maybe you feel someone's angry or someone knows the truth about you. It could be that you want to start something new with someone you feel that is upset with you. Someone on your mind. It could be an Aries. Emperor in reverse. Next card. How do people see my Cancer right now? People see you as someone who's very in their head. They feel like you're depressed about something or some things. It feels like to them that it could be that you're worrying and it's showing on your face. Maybe you are not getting very good sleep. Maybe someone could be in jail. Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. What's going on with my Cancer's mental health? You're trying to look back to the better days when you had more power in yourself, more confidence in yourself. Sorry about the camera, it's getting crazy. You're trying to look back to the better days where you had better planning. Yeah, my bad. Say it, don't spray it, right? You're trying to look back to the better days where you had more planning, more attention, more happier days when it came to you getting what you want. Doesn't seem like it. The cards aren't showing me a story that the recent past that you've been getting what you want. It seems like you have not been getting what you want recently, but you're just daydreaming about maybe the past. Is it the past? Yes or no? Why is my Cancer worried about this Queen of Wands? Who's this Queen of Wands on my Cancer's mind? This could be a single Aries, single beautiful Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone who's not heartbroken over you. Maybe you feel like someone has moved on. You're feeling like this Queen has moved on, Cancer. And you feel stuck without them. The Hangman, Piscean energy. Okay. What is Cancer saying to other people? You're saying to other people that you've changed, that you've become more of an honest person, that you're focused on your stability, but that you've been through a lot, and now a lot of secrets are coming out. You're telling people some secrets. Be careful. Don't tell just anyone, yeah? Clarify the moon reverse, the strength upright. You are gaining more strength and wisdom from opening up about yourself. You're seeing that, talking about your problems is actually a shorter cut than pretending you're not hurt. Talking about is the solution. Clarify the Four of Wands reverse. What can my Cancer do about this breakup in the past? What is the best advice for them right now for that? Judgment reverse. It seems like someone is trying to force a decision on you, but you can't make one. And because of that, it seems like that your home life was disrupted. Judgment reverse over Four of Wands reverse. Clarify the Judgment reverse. What else does my Cancer need to know about that? This cycle is giving you every sign that it should end, but you can't let them go. Ten of Swords reverse. You're not giving up on this, and everything about it is hurting you. But as the days go by, it feels like you're also cheering up about it. The situation is hurting you less than it did before. Clarify the Seven of Swords reverse. The Knight of Wands upright. I think you're maybe admitting to people that you want to keep things lighthearted, but it may lead to some disagreements amongst you and some folks, and that you don't want to juggle anymore. You're telling them this truth, but you're going to be alone in your endeavor, waiting. Okay, Cancer. Now, 9. What is the advice for my Cancer? Let me get 3 cards for advice for my Cancer. Okay, I'm using the other thing now. Using a book is not such a good idea to keep this camera up there. All right, Page of Pentacles, reverse. Own up to it. Apologize if you're wrong, but if you're not, then don't. And Queen of Swords upright. Focus on your work, but at work, don't keep your mind on others. Keep your mind present in the moment. 7 of Pentacles, reverse. Yeah, go for what you really want. Impatiently. You should design your new life. I'm getting the vibe that you should design your new life. Don't just sit around and wallow in self-pity like Cancers do, basically, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make fun of you guys. I have Cancer in my chart as well. I'm a Cancer moon. So, Queen of Swords upright. Okay, clarify the Page of Pentacles reverse. Why is that in reverse in advice? Maybe it's a sign to not share how happy you are with people. Don't tell them. Maybe not to share your ideas or your good times with. 9 of Cups upright. Don't spread yourself thin in sharing your sort of newfound happiness. Like, you're happy about something, you should keep it to yourself a little bit. Alright, Cancer? Don't just spread yourself thin. Not everyone wants the best for you. You should just keep it low-key and enjoy it. People don't have to know what's up with you. They can get that radiation off of your vibe. Just seeing that you're happy makes them want to ask you, what's up with you? You look happy today, Clarify the 9 of Cups. What's Cancer doing to enjoy themselves? They're thinking about this King of Wands up right now. Maybe that's the thing. Someone's on their mind. Someone logical. Someone very sensual, sexy, happy with their life. But you feel like it's bad for you, the Hermit reverse. You feel like, it's someone you weren't interested in, but you're really thinking of sex with this person. Ace of Wands, High Priestess upright, 4 of Cups reverse, and her over Hermit reverse. About this person that you're thinking, but you feel like they're a burden sometimes, but sometimes they make your life feel better. 6 of Swords upright with the 9 of Wands. And 5 of Wands. You just don't want to fight with this person. You just want to message them all the time. 8 of Wands, 8 of Cups. You just want to message them, but you want to let them also know that you're not scared of losing them. And the Devil reverse in your first 20 days. Okay, now, what is the possible outcome? Can we see? 1 card for that and 1 card explaining it. A possible outcome. Remember, Destiny's up to you. Don't just let it happen. It seems that in your recent past, you're going to get in your near future, you might get a small message that leaves you less anxious about the future. You're going to feel good about it, and it just seems, again, you're going to go back into being confused. It seems that you may feel some kind of flattery and then decide not to give to your options anymore and play the field again. It seems like you're not going to look toward the past at all. It's a good advice. See what you do with it. 6 of Cups reverse, 6 of Pentacles reverse, 7 of Cups, Hierophant reverse, and that's that. Okay, that's your reading, Cancer. I'll see you in the last 10 days. Love you. Bye.